What if I tell you planting a tree can make you a happier, wiser, and a wealthier person? Sounds impossible? Well, I'm here to share my real-life experience on how tree has inspired me to venture into sustainability field, how tree has guided me into entrepreneurship, and how tree has made me discover my spiritual self. And I think this is the future towards a sustainable world. Let me explain why. My name is Bernard Eng. My interest in sustainability grew 13 years ago when I did my undergraduate study on biochemical engineering in University Kebangsaan Malaysia, UKM. I was a playful student back then. Classroom learning is just not the best way I attain knowledge. I participated in a lot of extracurricular activities, and one of them was volunteering for tree planting events in Raja Musa peat swamp forest. I can still vividly recall the feeling when I first touched the soil with my bare hands, the smell of the earth, the sweat from the adrenaline rush, and the sense of achievement for being able to do something for Mother Nature with my own hands. That particular event was a turning point in my life. My curiosity on how we could be part of the solution instead of the problem to environmental issue grew, and it then motivated me to organize more environmental initiatives in the university. In 2008, I led the Zero Waste UKM movement, where together with a few like-minded friends, we spread awareness on the harm of polystyrene takeaway containers. We held a campaign called the White Coffin Project to ban the use of polystyrene. The campaign caught the attention of the university management, and eventually the use of polystyrene was phased out. I enjoy the empowerment of such grassroot-level movement, as I can immediately produce, result, and create positive environmental impacts. As I put my focus on bottom-up approach on environmental protection, I then led another local organization called Eco Warriors Malaysia. One of the core activities we organized as Eco Warriors was tree planting event for various corporate social responsibilities initiative, or what we commonly heard as CSR event. Throughout the journey of organizing tree planting, I met with a lot of genuine people who really care about solving an environmental problem from the bottom of their heart. I also managed to inspire other people to join on this environmental protection bandwagon. From this experience, I gained insights that if every one of us come together, we can definitely solve bigger environmental problems. However, I had my doubts. Leading a non-profit organization was tough. What's even tougher is getting everyone to stick around as one eco-warrior team to consistently advocate for environmental protection. The enthusiasm level from each team member was high at the beginning, but as time passed, it began to decline. There was no monetary motivation to give the why to a person to continue to protect the environment. It is extremely difficult to find an altruistic person in environmental protection in today's society. I experience similar trends whenever I start afresh with another non-profit organization, and even observe the same for other organizational challenges in other non-profits. It made me wonder if such a bottom-up approach was the solution to environmental issue. Lo and behold, I was offered an opportunity to represent Malaysia as a youth delegate in the UN Earth Summit 2012 held in Brazil. It was a whole new experience with a different role to play, the top-down approach. Together with other international delegates, we sat down to discuss, debate, and strategize various policies that could trickle downwards to solve environmental issues. It was not an easy process, and not as straightforward as leading a non-profit whereby ideas and implementation could be done without much red tape. After all the countless discussion and debates at the top level, the light at the end of the tunnel was still rather dim because there was one missing puzzle, which is political will. However well thought and well drafted policy were, we did not see it get through and if there was no political will to implement it. It was extremely frustrating, and I did not see myself doing this in the future. This was the lowest point of my life. And I went to meditation in the forest to seek for inspiration. I really love the bottom-up approach, where I felt empowered to take action and produce immediate result. On another hand, the bottom-up approach does not have the power of policy implementation for the top. However, this was an energy-draining process that I wasn't sure if I would live long enough to see it get through. After graduating from the university, I continued to explore other methods to solve environmental problems that were in line with my own value system, where my basic needs were not compromised, while strive towards advocating for environmental protection. I had an intuition that says entrepreneurship can help achieve my goal at a bigger scale. I then applied for a scholarship to pursue a Master in Business Administration, MBA, where we were exposed to various tools to maximize profit in running a business. And uniquely, we were also taught to become an ethical human leader. That was when I had an aha moment. There is hope. Why not marry both? The saving the world and also doing business. I call this sustainability entrepreneurship, the perfect middle path that strikes a balance. In simpler terms, sustainable entrepreneurship is about you solving environmental problems by turning them into business opportunities. So, how do we actually run a sustainable entrepreneurship? Do I need a higher education to start with? Do I need an environmental background to start with? The answer is very simple. You don't really need all of this to start. All you need is the heart and the will to solve the environmental problem. And it should be something that you have been obsessed about. With such obsession, an environmental problem that is close to your heart will be a business opportunity. Some of you may think that I need to make the money first. Only then I have the budget to implement sustainability actions. Let me tell you from my own experience that it doesn't work that way. The moment you start a business, you should already have a sustainability in mind. Let me share you with a case study to illustrate this. Company A, Company B are in the food and beverage industry. The founder of Company A started the business with monetary profit as the top priority. The management decisions making is driven by high revenue generation and profit maximization, just like any other company. Meanwhile, the company founder B started the business to sell affordable F&B products that has the least food wastage and environmental impacts in the process of production. With such top-down policy, employees in Company B are constantly improving and adapting new sustainability ideas into their operation. So, which company do you think will survive in the next 5 to 10 years? Company B. Company B will do better in the long run because when you have the right sustainability entrepreneurship in mind, you will slowly see some cost saving in your operational expense, and this indirectly give you a higher profit at the end of the day. Entrepreneurs are creative and innovative in solving problems. Entrepreneurs can invent things that are out of the box. Hence, putting these entrepreneurial elements into sustainability, we will see more sustainable, innovative solutions for various environmental problems. And I foresee the future of marrying sustainability and entrepreneurship as the fastest and effective solution to solve the worsening climate crisis. Imagine if everyone cares about being sustainable while carrying an entrepreneurship spirit in them. This solves a lot of underlying environmental problems, and this approach will be inspiring and contagious. There will be no more unsolvable environmental problem, but more business opportunities. I call this consciousness shift towards sustainable business. And this is important in order to supply the growing market demand for sustainable products and services. Today, I'm very happy because I found the formula of sustainable entrepreneurship that has balance between a non-profit organization and for-profit organization. Today, I'm wiser because I have let go of my egoism as environmental activist back then. Today, I'm wealthier because I'm making money organically from doing business for good. With that, I thank the first tree that I planted 13 years ago. Thank you for listening.